And Kevin, for you, you've been like, obviously, I'm interested in, you've got extensive years in leadership roles and working with a lot of people in acute stress situations and all sorts of things. In your career experience, how would you summarise mental health?
Well, I guess to put a bit of context around it, I spent just over 10 years as a road policing manager for the Bay of Plenty.
Yep.
So back in that era, we were averaging 70 plus fatal crashes a year. So I would attend most of them and or review the files on all of them. Yeah. Plus I was one of the national commanders on the National DVI, which is the Disaster Victim Identification Team. So you could say, well, that's pretty gruesome work, that's pretty hardcore, but having access to good services to debrief is important. But I think for positive mental health, where I sit now, it's really easy because you're looking back. But when you're in the middle of it, it's not so easy. So I guess for me, if I'm reflecting, it's having good people around you, good, solid, stable relationships. For me, it's my wife. So we've been married just over 41 years. So, and I've said to a number of other people, I have the privilege of being married to my best friend.
Yeah, awesome.
So having an ear that is available to listen is really good. Keeping positive people around you. So if you surround yourself with negativity, with negative people, it's going to drag you down. But I guess for me, holding things lightly. I'd come home from work when our kids were little, having been to scenes of utter devastation and tragedy, but you can't bring that home. You have to make choices about separating things out and being able to debrief. And I guess in some ways having a sense of humour and retaining a sense of humour is really important.
Yep.
You take life too seriously, it'll be over before you know it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess in our job that's where dark humour comes in. It's a weird thing to think about when you're talking to a normal person, but yeah, it's kind of comedy has its place in making something super serious kind of dissolve a little bit.
Yeah.
With the impact that it can have on you.
Look, there are conversations I can't have, and you're right about dark humour. That has been historically, and I don't know what it's like now. I suspect it's becoming less palatable for this current generation, and I don't know quite how they're going to get around that. But dark humour was a really good way of unwinding. You can't express those things to people who are not part of that environment. So fireys, police, ambulance staff, ED staff, doctors, they understand this. Military to a lesser extent, they get it. Yeah. But I can't have conversations about things I've done and things I've seen with people that don't understand the context.
Not at all. Yeah.
Because either goes over their head or they just look at you with this blank expression.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that I find I have found it in the past quite confronting. How do you, except people ask you, so what was it like?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you really don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because if I told you, the conversation will be over pretty quickly,
Yeah. I've had plenty of those conversations.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so you know exactly what we're talking about.
It's picking and choosing who you have that chat with as well, and who you're sharing that story with. Yeah. Not everyone's capable of processing some of the things we're exposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even understanding some of the things we're exposed to. Yeah. It's just not normal to them.
No.
Yeah.
And it's not anything to be held against them either. If that's how your life is, that's pretty sweet. If you haven't seen that trauma or that experience, it's a pretty cool place to be.